Hello and welcome to Your Personal Techie, where hopefully you'll be less frustrated and more efficient when it's all said and done. My name is Sean. In this quick episode, I'm going to talk about how I chose my browser for all my devices. So let's talk about how to choose a browser. So I opened up my Chrome, which is what I use, and I simply typed in most popular browsers, and it simply came up with icons or pictures of popular browsers. And I think most of you have heard of Chrome and Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, and Edge. And really, these are the main ones across the board on Macs and PCs and mobile phones. Older versions of Internet Explorer listed here, but for the most part, they're being phased out. So the question is, how do I choose a browser? It seems like as much time as we spend browsing the internet, we would pick something and put some research into it. So the fact is that a lot of people don't put in any research, and maybe that's okay. So I listed just a few reasons here, philosophical reasons. So kind of the debate, if you're an Apple user, you're likely going to use Apple products, which is the Safari browser by default. If you're a Microsoft person, you might use Edge or Internet Explorer, what have you. So there's those reasons. A lot of time they come pre-installed. So certainly on a Windows machine, you're going to find Internet Explorer and then Edge as of Windows 10 and above. And on a Mac, I'm sure you'll find Safari as the default. So they use whatever is already there and don't give any thought to it at all. Other people will certainly look at features, the look and feel, how fast it is, and other things like syncing history and bookmarks across devices. So let me bring my Chrome back up. So this video isn't here's all the features of browsers, but they're basically doing all the same things these days. They help you browse the internet. And so all of them have the ability to have multiple tabs. They've got home buttons and back and forward buttons and refresh buttons, and some way of creating bookmarks and things like that. But really, and so apart from that, just find something that works. I mean, obviously, find something that works. But if you're interested in syncing your history, your bookmarks across devices, like a lot of people are these days, since they carry mobile phones, they may have a laptop, they may have a desktop at work. They just like to keep things synced up. So I've got a chart here, and it basically lists the major browsers that we just talked about and the different platforms like Windows and Mac and Android and iOS. So if you're interested in finding a browser that is going to be able to sync across devices, then you need to look at a chart like this. If you're a Mac user, then certainly Safari is a part of what's on a Mac, and then naturally on your iPhone, they're both going to be included. So if you're a Mac/iPhone user, Safari might be your preferred choice. Otherwise, you can see here, Google Chrome pretty much works on all platforms. Firefox, Opera does as well. Internet Explorer, as you can see, it's a Windows-only kind of a browser. So use an iOS, use an iPhone, use an Android, you're out of luck. Use a Mac, you're out of luck. Same thing on the Safari side. It used to be developed on the Windows platform, and then Apple stopped development a while back. So bottom line is Internet Explorer, if you're a Windows-only user, you're not going to have any luck. So pick a browser that basically works across devices, and that's almost everything but Internet Explorer and Microsoft Edge, and then stick with it. Now, once you use something like Chrome, again, I'm not going to get into the details, but the browser has to have a way to take your history, your bookmarks, and then link it to an account. So that way, when you're on your phone or other device, you can log in and they're all synced up. So on the Chrome browser here, you simply would go to the menu here, go to Settings, and you'll see that I'm actually logged in to my account, which is my own domain. If you open up Firefox, there's going to be something similar in there where you can see that I'm actually signed in here, but I would guess under Options, I must be under Sync. I'm linked to an account there as well. Now this might seem kind of strange to you, but actually this is a picture of my iPhone on my monitor screen. So I've got a cable, I'm mirroring it so you can actually see my iPhone. But if I open up my Chrome browser and go to settings, you'll see there at the top that it's syncing to my Sean Goins account. So ultimately, whatever I do on, so here's my Chrome browser. So for example, if I ended up going to, let's say, my own site here, and I wanted to bookmark this thing, I'll just drag it to my bookmark bar. All right. And then if I go back to my my phone here, and we'll get out of the settings screen. And right here, so here's all the bookmark folders that I have. So across the board I have folders, and my bookmark right here is right there. So if I end up deleting it from here, and then I switch back over to my phone here in just a moment. It normally does take a bit. I'm wondering if I could refresh it. And you can see it's gone. So bookmarks and history and tabs, they can kind of sync across. So that's, these days I'm finding that people are interested in it, and this is a primary reason for picking a browser that works across devices so that you can sync this up. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Leave me some comments. I'll be doing more videos on browsers and some of the features that I have shown in this video. All right, take care. Bye.